We'll go ahead and end it there. I know it's been a long night. You did a phenomenal performance, and I know you got to get to Denver next, so I appreciate you taking the time.
Let me take one more swipe at you.
Go ahead.
I'm going to think of original ones. He's like, yo, Eminem, who are your favorite rappers? He's like, are you doing more with Vinny Paz?
EmceeTV.
What's good, yo? It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve. We caught up with the one and only R.A. the Rugged Man. Bro, I'm happy to have you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking the time. That was a killer show. That shit was next level. We in Omaha right now, coming at you. And, bro, that was impressive. You always kill it. You know what I mean? You do a real live show. A true lyricism, bro. A true lyricist. You got me starstruck a little bit over here.
Yeah, well, it's not just, you know, you rock the crowd. It's not just about lyricism. You know, there's a million lyricists in the world. You got to perform. The stage show is just as important as your lyrics. If you got lyrics and you just stand there and don't put on a show, then you're not an MC. You're just a fucking rapper, you know? So we go extra hard on the stage performance, too. We save the lyric, if you're making records, yeah, you got to be ultra lyrical on the records. You know, but if you're rocking the show, you need to be able to do both, you know?
So speaking of making records, you have worked with some phenomenal artists, people that I grew up, you know what I mean, idolizing, and I'm sure that some of them, like Kool G Rap and stuff, you know, people like that you probably idolized a little bit as well.
Not a little bit. The whole Juice crew, I idolized them. I still do as a grown man, you know.
So, and I guess that brings me to the question that you've been really fortunate to work with some phenomenal MCs in your career. Is there somebody out there that you still has kind of is like your Moby Dick? You know what I mean? Somebody you're like, damn, I really want to work with them.
Well, from my era, you know, well, not my era, the era before me, I was like, you know, so me and Big Daddy Kane been talking about doing something for so long. So I just got to find the right beat and get his schedule, and we got to do that, you know. And I would love to do something with LL, you know, so like the guys before me, you know.
For sure.
Those are definitely bucket lists. I'd love to do those. And, you know, and if I do Kane, you know, I did records with Master Ace, Kool G Rap, Craig G, so that would be the whole symphony, you know, so that'd be amazing.
Hell yeah. So okay, so you said, and like I said, we'll kind of keep this short, but you said dudes from the era before you. I know you discovered AFRO. I know you travel a lot and you're doing a lot of touring and stuff. Are there other MCs you kind of got your eye on that you're like, this dude's on his come up?
Well, there's a kid in Atlanta that came out. His name's Justin Freeman, and he's just super impressive because he's super skilled. His flows are so fucking tight and on point and in the pocket, and his lyrics are super dope. So this guy Justin Freeman, he should be so much further, man. Like, you know, he's so good, you know. So I like that kid a lot. But there's, you know, that's the thing beautiful about hip hop. Like, they just the younger generation is, you know, they go, oh, you know, the younger generation don't like whack shit. That's not true. Like, there's a lot of younger kids that like come up and listen to this shit that was, you know, great. They don't just listen to the whack radio shit.
Right.
So they're gonna emulate, or they're gonna try to do what the greats already did. And sometimes if the greats already laid the foundation, you can throw that shit on steroids. So some of them kids are gonna be scary, you know? So.
Real talk. All right. Can I get you to name a couple of your top 5 MCs out of New York?
Ever or now?
Whatever you prefer. I'll go either way. We'll make this a softball.
Like I said, my favorite rappers was the Juice Crew. So I always say them, you know, Master Ace, Kane, Kool G Rap, Biz Markie, Shantae, MC Shan, Marley Marl on the beats. Like, that was just my, you know, Tragedy, Gaddafi. Tragedy is one of the, like, slept on greats that, like, started the whole style of that QB, you know, rhetoric when he was in Super Kids, and then just Tragedy, Gaddafi, Live Motivator, and Intelligent Hoodlum, and then first time I ever heard Nas rap on a barbecue, I thought it was Tragedy. I'm like, oh, Tragedy. You know, like, I didn't know, you know, it wasn't a unique style to me. It was like Tragedy had done that. And then, you know, Nas, obviously, like I said, you learned from the ones before you. And Tragedy also said that, you know, I think Trag said so, but you know, my man Black Poet, he was tried the Queensbridge back then too, you know. So, but I mean, New York has so much history, you know. I mean, New York is hip hop.
Without a doubt.
So I mean, people act like, oh, you're you know, when you're a historian of hip hop, they act like, oh, you're New York bias. No, it's like it's history bias, you know, because New York created it. So when you know, the first 15 years of hip hop, there wasn't really other places. You know, there was like Sequence was the girl group on Sugar Hill. They was, I think, from the West, you know, but like there really wasn't like super lyrical, insanely dope party rockers from anywhere else at the time. And then through the years, you know, the whole world got to, you know, you can go to every fucking country, never mind just cities in America, but every country will have great spinners, you know, because they learned from New York and what New York originated. And so the whole, if you say the best New York rappers, you just say the best rappers, you know, that's where all the best rappers
Fair enough.
You know, Rakim, you know, and if you go to the Mount Rushmore from the beginning, the Melly Mel's and the Grandmaster Caz's and the MC Shy Rocks and, you know, all of that. So
I love it. I love it. Okay, a while back, it was like early 2022. Dr. Dre had put that post out, and Eminem had done the. It was like Eminem versus who, and are you familiar with what I'm talking about? It was the Eminem. You did your Jazzy Jeff record, and you spit.
Gotta Be Dope.
So yep.
Yeah, I recorded that a year and a half before the Eminem song Godzilla.
Yep. Yeah. And you came in at 11.14 syllables.
Yeah, but you know, you just said I'm gonna look for questions that people didn't ask you, and then you asked my favorite rappers, and you asked me about Eminem. Those are like exactly the same questions that everybody asked.
No, I wasn't gonna ask you.
Next thing you're gonna ask me, how was it like working with Biggie Smalls?
No, I wasn't gonna ask you.
I thought you were digging up for some unique shit. I'm cool with it.
With the Nardwar.
I'm cool with asking. I'm cool with answering the normal ones like this too, but I'm just saying, like,
Word.
You just literally said you were digging for shit, and then you got, hey, so Eminem, so.
You get hit with the Eminem one joint a lot?
Of course, white boy rappers, of course.
Okay. Well, I saw you just posted the podcast. We could talk.
I'm just, you know, that's New York style. I just say what the fuck is on my mind. It's not. I don't think you're a bad person. I like you. I think you're a good guy.
I'm not tripping.
You know? Yeah. I just talk my talk. You know.
You're good, bro. I ain't worried about it.
Yeah.
But no, I was just gonna congratulate you on it. You know what I mean? Like just the. Like you said, you recorded the record a year before, but I don't know that it got as much recognition.
Of course not. You got a fucking multi-billion-dollar
machine.
Of course.
Right. Okay.
I'm just an independent guy. I upload my songs to Facebook and YouTube, and then the fans come and whatever the fuck they do, the records do. I don't have a machine. It's just me with my skills. You know.
You're killing it.
Oh. Depends who you ask, you know. If you talk to Drake Camp, you know, they're doing 1 billion streams in a week. I'm not exactly killing it, you know. So it depends who you talk to. If you talk to some hip hop kids, they'll be like, oh yeah, he's killing it. It all depends your perspective, you know. So
yeah. That's valid. Okay, all right. I'll hit you with this one. You got anything new coming out with Jedi Minds? You got anything new with Vinny Paz?
Yeah.
You working on new records?
You know, we did a song on my last album a couple years ago called Slayers Club, and I filmed like everybody in it. I'm just waiting for Paz to do his film part. So, yo, Paz, if you watch this, that's what I want next is the Slayers Club video.
Okay.
But I recorded something for Vinny Paz project, and I really liked my verse, and I don't know if he's putting a song out or what's going on with it, but there's a song sitting there that I want him to come out with me and Paz eventually, yeah.
Okay.
That I recorded for his project, so, yeah.
When you write to something, are you pretty topical? Do you go in like you pick a topic off top and then you go in and like write to that topic? Or
sometimes you go, you know it's a good idea for a song, and then other times you go, let's just start writing, and you start writing battle bars or regular freestyle type bars or free up style type bars, not off the head type bars.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden you're writing and a couple lines come in and you go, yo, those lines would make a good whole song where you're touching the topic on that. So sometimes it just comes as you're writing, or sometimes you go in ahead of time and, you know, and think of the concept before you even write it. Yep.
All right, last question. What do you think about? So you said battle bars that brought me to. I had a battle yesterday. I was supposed to be in.
Are you the battler or the judge?
No, I was supposed to battle.
Oh,
the
wow.
dude didn't show up, but I had some cold rhymes.
Why didn't he show up?
Yeah, he wasn't ready for these rhymes.
Wow.
He was scared. So what do you think about in your era? And
Rest
even,
in peace, Pat Stay.
Real talk.
My man out of Canada.
Yeah.
Damn, fucking world is crazy.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace to that man.
Yeah, we lost a real one on that
He
one.
was just a good dude.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the skills out of his ass, like skills.
Yeah. So that was what I wanted to ask you. What do you think about the transition from, in my early days and definitely in your day, you know, people weren't writing, you know what I mean? In terms of the freestyles, the battles, it was more off the top. But nowadays, people write.
I think in the beginning, a lot of people were writing. In the very beginning, before records, I think when they go to the party, they had routines worked out, and you know, Cold Crush versus Force MDs, they'd have the whole routines planned out. And then I think later on, like Roxanne Shante, she would be like 13 years old, battling grown men off the top of the head.
Yeah.
So she was doing that. And then, you know, when it started getting, what do they call it, when it's a league battle, what's that called?
Like KOTD and
yeah,
Grind
but what's
Time
that
and stuff?
called though? Yeah, like a
Battle Royale?
Nah, well, marketed battle. I don't remember the terminology, but when it became like that, when it was like an industry battle, I don't know the fucking term. When it wasn't just like street, let's rap.
Yeah.
Organized battles, I think it's called, right? Yeah. Oh, shout out to Organic.
Yeah.
King of the Dot. He's a great guy. Another great guy. Man, one time I went to Canada. And the guy gave me like a dope ass King of the Dot jacket with the R-rated Rugged Man name.
Oh, that's dope.
And it looked so, it was like fancy, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's a dope. I would have rocked it all year. And then somebody might have swiped it backstage or whatever. It was gone. I was like, fuck, where's that jacket? But yeah, so yo, Organic, if you're watching this, give me that jacket again, man. I promise I won't lose it this time. But yeah, no, and then I think somewhere, you know, it started becoming, you got to do it off the head. And then I think then it turned into writing, you know, because there's no rules. Like if you say there's a freestyle battle, then I think you have to go off the head.
Sure.
But if you say there's just a battle, you could have prepared bars. It doesn't matter. The only thing is sometimes when they prepare the bars, they get all the boys involved and everybody's thinking of punchlines with them and shit. It's like, come on, man. So I don't know.
When like the early days of Scribble Jams, you'd see people doing this, you know, miming on stage. Like he wrote that. He ain't coming off the top. You know what I mean? So they was kind of.
See. I'm from an older generation, so Scribble Jam at first, when it first started happening, I heard all these good things about it. And when the year that they had me judging Scribble Jam, I wasn't a huge fan of the winners of it. Like I was kind of unimpressed by it, so it kind of turned me off to organized battles. Like, well, this is what the fuck it is. And also, like I said, I'm from an older generation, so I like rhythmic battles where you're rhyming on beat and you know.
Versus the acapella.
You know, so it took me time to understand or adapt to the times of acapella rhyming. And now, like, when you watch some of these guys, how intricate, you gotta like listen to their bars like 2-3 times to even absorb every fucking angle they're hitting you from. And there's some really incredible lyricism and poetry in the battle leagues. The things I didn't like was just the non-rhythmic, where it was almost taken like because you could be a cappella and be super rhythmic and super dope still, but some of them guys, it was almost like they were doing stand-up comedy rap, and I didn't like that kind of ones. I like the really intricate, intelligent battle bars where, and then you could say an ignorant one to just crush them, but like some of them, it was like almost like if you, like the Scribble Jam one, I forgot what the guy said, like, and you use gasoline as acne cream, and I was like, shit like that. I was like, that was one of the kind of bars I liked. And also the year that I did Scribble Jam, I guess it was like 8 Mile had been out, and it was like even the black guys were doing Eminem voices. It was like, I was like, yo, I was like, you know, it was like almost like Hollywood was dictating where battle rap was going, you know?
Yeah.
But then now if you know, after that, or maybe even during that, I just wasn't up on that, you know? But when I dunk a little, you know, sunk a little deeper into it and looked at more stuff, there's some battles that are just like amazingly brilliant. Like, god damn, these kids is fucking coming up with ridiculous shit, you know? So, yeah.
Hey man, we'll go ahead and end it there. I know it's been a long night. You did a phenomenal performance, and I know you got to get to Denver next. So I appreciate you taking the time.
Let me take one more swipe at you.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna think of original ones. He's like, yo, Eminem, who are your favorite rappers? He's like, are you doing more with Vinny Paz?
But I hit you with the battle. I hit you with the battle shit. Who hit you with the battle shit?
No, you're right.
All right. I got one.
With the Vinny Paz question too, you know.
All right. Fair enough. All right.
Much love.
It's your boy, that motherfucker Steve.
People who know me know that that's because my heart, I fuck with him, you know. But some people like, he was such a jerk that I didn't interview. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. We're from New York. We talk dumb shit. We play around with our people.
Fuck yeah.
Bop. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you,
man.
Yep,
Good luck with your next battle, man.
Thanks,
all right.
man.
All right.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over, cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture, and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jump. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice One. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé. Don't play with us, them goons ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck them like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that script and get the cake up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Big balls don't take orders, we make orders.